Welcome to M.T.C Creative Kitchen.
Here's a soursop tree, and I'm gonna pick a few limbs from off the tree because I need to get a few leaves, right? So in order for me to get the leaves, I need to pick the limbs off, all right? So let's continue, stay tuned, and you'll see what it looks like when I pick them. Good morning, everyone. As you can see here, I have some soursop leaf. Now these limbs, I did pick them off the tree early this morning because I knew I wanted to get some soursop leaf tea this morning. So just continue to stay tuned, and I will show you on how I make my soursop leaf tea. Alright. Now here I have approximately 4 soursop leaf, right? But I don't need this one, so I'm gonna pick up this one here, this one, as well as this one. Oops, this one here. So I don't need that one. So I'm gonna keep these two along with this one, and that one, and I need one more. Alright, so that's a total of 5 soursop leaves. Right? That's a total of 5 soursop leaves. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to wash them off beneath the faucet. Right? Yeah, that's running water, so I'm just gonna rinse them off. So you have to ensure that everything's properly in because you know with the dust and everything, right? You just wanna make sure that you rinse them off thoroughly. I think they should be okay now. Alright, so as you can see, they're properly washed off. Now, it's not a case where you need to wash it with soap. No, just use some running water and that should be okay, alright? So as you can see, I only need 5 leaves, okay, from the soursop tree. Now the rest, what I'll do, I'll just take those and put down and allow them to be dry. Now the thing is, you know guys, is that with the soursop leaf, you know, right? You can use them green or you can dry them and boil it the same way. It doesn't really matter how you want to consume it, but you can do it dry or green, right? But for right now, I never had no dry ones, so what I had to do was to pick these now and wash them off and put it in a pot of water and allow it to boil for at least 5 minutes. And after 5 minutes, then I'll just let it sit for a few minutes. Then I can pour out a cup of water from the pot into my cup and sweeten it with some sugar. Right, so as you can see, that's it. Alright guys, so it's now been 5 minutes now since the soursop leaf has been boiling. And as you can see, the different shade, yeah, that's the color of the leaves. Alright, so it's been 5 minutes, so what I'm gonna do is just to cover the pot, and then I'm going to turn the flame off and let it sit for a minute or 2, and then I'm gonna sweeten it. Alright guys, so I did place it. Alright guys, I did allow the soursop leaf tea to sit for at least a minute or 2. So I'm gonna go ahead now and pour it in the cup. Right, now as you see the color guys, that's the color that the soursop leaf gives off, alright? Now, the soursop leaf guys has a lot of health benefits. It does have a lot of health benefits. And I'm telling you guys that you don't know what you're missing now. The soursop leaf is the ideal tea to drink. Furthermore, it's also good for nerves. Now, if you have nerves issue, this soursop leaf tea is the ideal thing to drink. Right? Now the fruit is also nice, right? The fruit is nice to juice, you know, and sweeten it with some condensed milk, a little vanilla, nutmeg, you know, stuff like that. You know, I mean, that's just how it is. You know what I mean? The fruit is also good to make a juice, and the leaves is good to make the tea. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna go ahead now and add some sugar. I'm actually gonna add 2 spoons of sugar. Right? 1 sugar. tend to, you know, use too much sugar when I'm sweetening my tea. You know, furthermore, 2 spoons is good enough. And you know, for some folks who probably don't use sugar to sweeten their tea, they drink it naturally. Well, you know, you can do so if you want to. Right? If you want to add 1 spoon of sugar, you can also do that too. But for me, I just want to have a taste. You know what I mean? The Soursop leaf tea, it has a taste, a tart taste without the sugar. So I'd rather to use a little sugar in it just to change that taste. You know what I mean? Yeah. So let me just taste it now. So what I'm saying, I used 2 spoons of sugar and it was not sweet. You know what I mean? It just had that slight sweet taste, and that's it. Now guys, here's my Soursop leaf tea, and my Soursop leaf tea has a lot of health benefits. Furthermore, it's also good for nerves problem. So if you have nerves problem, you know, this tea is a right tea to drink. You know, what you can do, you know, is if you get the Soursop leaf, you can allow them to be dry. When they're dry, you know, it's good to use. You know what I mean? Just wash them off and boil them in the pot, right? As I did before, because I could not place those leaves within the kettle that I have, so I had to place them in the pot and allow them to boil. But just ensure you wash them off first thing first. However, the next thing again is that the fruit itself, you know, guys, is also delicious. You know, it's good to use to make juice. You know what I mean? Or you can eat it as is, right? But for me, I like them both ways. I can eat it, or I can use it to make my juice. Yeah, man. So see there, nothing like a cup of Soursop leaf tea in the morning to start my day right. All right, yeah, man. So it's still hot. I'm just giving it a minute or 2 just to cool down before I can consume some, because it is scorching hot and I don't want it to burn my mouth. So I'm just gonna give it a minute or 2 just to cool down, and then I can just consume some. Alright, so that's a wrap.